What's good, dog world? In YouTube land. It's Thursday, the 5th, I think, December 2024. Like I said, man, I haven't been out here for a while. Been on a different work schedule. Just getting used to the shift change. Anyway, I was just out here. Seemed like I'm coming down with a cold too. Giving them a little walk, man, getting them off the chain. Of course, they been getting off the chain. Not a distance of walking or nothing, probably about a good 1.5 miles a piece. And I throw balls with the females, you know, because I just can't let him loose. Even though he's the only male on the yard, you know, anything might walk by and he'll be gone. So I was just giving a couple of little updates, see how good and trim he looking. It ain't not starving, skinny either. But like I said, man, still working with him a little bit. Getting our walk in. Like I said, I'm gonna get the females off and throw ball with them because they'll retrieve and bring it back. You know, one at a time, of course. Yeah, man, he looking real good. Still getting these little walks in because, like I said, we don't do too much of the other stuff. I gotta get a spring pole set up so I can put it out for these dogs, man. Hopefully by next year, because I know I'm not gonna dig in the ground. Cold it is. So probably just get out the material and then make sure I got it, start putting it up when it starts getting a little warmer. Of course, I know they could do it while it's cold. That's them some exercise. And I might think about it. You know, if I can get the stuff before it gets terribly cold and put them up. And then I gotta really see about their chain spots, because this property that we're on is not ours. So that's a helicopter flying over. That thing way up there and it's still loud. But yeah, because I'm finna start putting in these above kennels for winter, so I can have the dog house on the outside, these barrels, and insulate them. That way I know the dogs won't be turning the insulation out because they won't be nowhere near the house. I've been thinking of a way to make sure these dogs stay warm for the winter, man, and that's the best idea I can come up with. So next year you'll be seeing some above the ground kennels, like I said, with the setup of the dog house on the outside, of course, like everybody do, so they have more room inside. The dog house not in it, but I think I've came up with a way to insulate the barrels so they stay good and warm, and I'll be sharing that. And I've seen nobody do it. I'm pretty sure people think about it, but I haven't seen anybody do it, so I'm gonna give it a shot when I start building. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. But yeah, I'll be recording that because I got to get that done. But I just don't like to think of them being cold out here, man. I know they got fur and shit like that, but it pretty much gets pretty fucking cold out here. And then they won't be on the chain dragging that hay in and out of their house. So that's gonna be a plus for it too. But yeah, man, like I said, man, just getting out here, sharing some of this. Gets windy as hell, cold, but the sun out, and if it's hitting you good, keeps you a little warm. So I figured I could get out here, work around food and stuff. So I feel like I'm coming down with a little cold, so I'm gonna be off today, because I don't want to spread the germs on people's food and shit. So I figured I'd get out here and walk the dog, since I ain't gotta worry about running in the house, take a shower, because it smell like dog. So I'll be good. So with that said, man, yeah, just getting out here, recording a little bit. If y'all know, or follow me on Instagram, you know that I took my Hunch and Macho Buck dog to Mr. North's Red Fox, along the same pedigree line. And I'm waiting to see if she took, man. She'll know something in about 10 more days, hopefully. I don't know the exact day without looking at the calendar. So y'all, to give you an accurate date of when that was, but I got it wrote down. Then I know they said give it a couple of days, 3 or 4 days for, I guess, the eggs find the sperm, whatnot. But yeah, I'm waiting to see if that took. Should have some A1 dogs on the yard, man, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been kind of praying for a small litter, because I want to keep many as I can. And
split one, split pace, 24 minutes.
And start me a yard if they work out, so I can start seeing the traits. See which ones act the same, and you know what I mean? So I can work off of that. But it will be, if she have a big litter, I know I'll have to get rid of at least 3 of them if she have a big litter. Like I said, I don't know if she even took yet, but I'm just hoping that the dog guides. Like I said, I'm a little winded myself. I ain't been able to get out here, because this little walk I thought was gonna be a minute walk done turned into a damn 25-minute walk. And like I said, you can tell I haven't been out here in a while. I'm winded just walking. I ain't even jogging. But anyway, man, like I said, dog's doing good. I got them on this winter diet. This place I work at, when they trim the beef fat and chicken and all of that, I get to get all the scraps, man. I got so much raw meat that I'm cooking for them, though, since it's winter, to make sure it's kind of hot and stuff, so they won't be getting much raw. They'll be getting it cooked to make a watery broth and stuff like that, and then I pour it over it, put the meat in it, because they already got some pretty good high protein dog food. Gotta start buying this puppy food as soon as I see her, see if she's took, so I can stack up on that. I read somewhere where you can feed the mom pup food for milk and stuff, cause it's, you know, while she's pregnant and producing milk. So I'm gonna try that. Around the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, I think, from her having them, so it can start working. But and it's a pretty day, windy, cold, but it's allowed me to get out here and do some stuff with my dogs. Like I said, I haven't been able to do much with the shift change. So I put a thing on here about the, you know, red dogs coming from black dogs coming from red dogs. You know, especially this line I got. It didn't get no comments or anything. So I'm just gonna take an educated guess. It's just the dogs that's in their pedigree. Hey, buddy, come on, good boy. And as a lot of y'all seasoned dog men would call it, get something that's like something in their past pedigree, y'all call it throwbacks. But I've looked through the pedigree and I've seen all the dogs. A lot of them don't have the color or each other. From just the research I've done, man, there is a lot of red dogs in the pedigree and stuff like that anyway. So maybe that's out of 2 black dogs. Because matter of fact, I really think that's what it is, just the educated guess. It's the stuff that you read about and people talk about. It's the dogs in their past pedigree. As I said, I think you seasoned dog men call them throwbacks when it come out of stuff like that. It's just so many of the red dogs in it. I really don't know where he would be. You know what I mean? How that came about. But I'm still doing some researching on it because I'm not a seasoned dog man or nothing like that. So I got to do some studying to get all of the answers, I think. And I would love to start getting some of them old magazines. Man, I looked it up and I seen where they got these old magazines that you can still get. And back then, they told the style of the dogs and everything, you know, from my understanding. So I'm gonna try to get some of those magazines to see if it see what all they tell. And I've looked it up, and it's like for the whole set that they don't no longer make. I think he told me like $1,500. He could do a deal on all those magazines. So I'm gonna still look into that. Look at that, man. His coat just shine. Come on. But what I was saying about the magazines, yeah, try to get all those magazines so I can, you know, read about the other stuff that I'm so curious about. lot of books I still got to get a hold to. I would like to get some of Fat Bill's. I would like to get some of Mr. Garcia's. I got all of them but 2 of the Stratton books. But then there's some other ones in there, man, that I've seen. Like I said, it's probably $2,000 worth of books that I've seen that I want to get too. So over these next couple of years, I'm gonna try to acquire them because, like I said, man, can't never stop learning about it, especially if you don't know it. And I think that's easier to teach because people can really take, you know, a unbiased look at it when you're learning about them and try out different things from people that just think they know it all. You know, when I first started, I talked to some guys that feel like they know it all, and they was just like, what's the word I'm looking for? They would like almost like criticize you, shame you for what you didn't know, and throw little jabs, you know, see if you catch them or not. I've had a lot of that, so I'm glad about the stuff that I know now. That way I can put it to use and see what really works. A lot of the stuff to take care of them. I know some things you got to take them to the vet for, but it's a lot of things you can do for yourself that I've learned now, and I've got a lot of stuff spent on it, money spent on it. That way these puppies, if she took, will come out and start getting their treatment on time like they're supposed to, since I know. So like I said, man, it's been a plus not knowing and then learning and trying to do it right. So I'm glad about that. Moving fast is not always good, obviously. As they say, the turtle always catches up to the rabbit. This is not a race. This is a marathon. So, and then you can say it's not even a marathon, it's a lifestyle. Because I think I'm adopting it pretty good with the learning and stuff that I gotta do. It's been a good journey, man, fun. Like I said, learning about the bloodlines, the crosses. And another time, man, big shots out to my man Norris from Norris Kennels. That man right there has been the biggest help besides the purchasing of the dogs. That man has been a tremendous help to me in this learning project of navigating this dog game, man. I really appreciate that, brother. He's an ace in my book. But like I said, man, just out here walking the dogs, still getting it in. Like I said, man, look at that boy. You can see his ribs, but then you can't. He is not starving. He is healthy. Look good. So, man, again, hope everything good in this dog world. On YouTube, I'm gonna get off of here. Go get the females. I wish I had a companion out here to help do it. That way I can just keep recording and transition. Let them put him up and let one of the females loose, but see, doing it all by yourself. So I'm gonna have to get off of here so I can get these dogs situated, man. All right, peace out.